Dr. Joy Vaughan is a passionate reinvention and resilience specialist who focuses on shifting mindsets one neuron at a time. A native of Barbados and graduate of Columbia and Nova universities, she is a well-known personal development, neurocognitive, and emotional intelligence practitioner. Dr. Joy has helped many individuals and companies to increase their employees' performance and bottom line. Her groundbreaking research assisted college freshmen in shifting their brain patterns and graduating from college. Dr. Vaughan is the author of Powerful People, Powerful Lives for Teens and Young Adults, the 7-Step Empowerment series for the Christian Souls, and author of the best-selling Expert World Leaders Volume 2 and The Art of Resilience, Phoenixes Rising. She is the brainchild of the International Business Resilience Summit, which brings businesses from around the world together for a global conversation on the importance of being resilient. All right, Dr. Joy Vaughan, come on down. I'm so excited for her to speak as well. We've had a great couple of speakers already, Kamal and Sherry. So Dr. Joy Vaughan.
Thank you so much, LaDonna. And hi, everyone. It's so great to be on the same platform with all of you. And thank you for that wonderful introduction, LaDonna. So in the next 7 minutes, because this all ties in with my platform of resilience, reinvention and resilience, I'm going to talk about 2024 and some of the goals. So where do you think, first of all, write a figure down. This time in 2024, how much money would you like to make? Just write that figure down. You don't have to share. Just write it down right now, very quickly. Everybody got a figure in mind? Yes. Awesome. Where do you think your money lies? Just give me an idea. Where do you think your money lies? Anybody? Just guess. There are no wrong answers. Where do you think? Unmute, please. Where do you think your money lies?
In your service. The more you service, the more you get.
In your service. Okay, good. Anybody else have another answer? Thank you. In your service. What else? See, this says in my phone. I want to tell you your money lies in your message. If you don't get your message correct, no message correct, no money, right? So in the next couple of minutes, I want to share with you a couple of things about messaging. I had to learn this the hard way, yeah? So I'm passing it on to you so you know, it doesn't impact you as much. So are we very clear on your ideal customer, the person, your avatar, they call it, the person who you want to serve, your niche market? Just raise your hand. Everybody clear on that? Yes? No? Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, so to attract more customers and to attract more money, of course, it takes two things. Number one, in your messaging, but a mindset shift to actually have a bigger figure than you actually put down on paper. So I'm going to challenge each of you, whatever you put down on paper, to double it. Yeah, I see a head nod. Good. Yeah, double that. And so it lies in your message. And your messaging takes a couple of forms, right? Number one, right? Who do you help? Get crystal clear on that. Like, narrow down that niche. Like, I've had to do that for myself. It can't be everybody. But even within that niche, do your research to see if that niche is still relevant. Is your market niche still, we have COVID, we've had a lot of changes. Is your niche still relevant? Number one. Number two, so if it is, then do your research on the percentage of people in that niche of which you want to get. Like, what part of that pie would you like to get, right? And I need you to think global. Don't just think in America. Think bigger, as my coach would say, right? Because this is they're on the internet, and it's a huge world. So think bigger. Whom do you want to serve in that market niche? Okay, that's the first thing. The second is, within that market niche, what problem do you solve? You might have heard this already, but because you might be approaching a different niche for 2024, which I would encourage you to do, what problem do you solve in that new niche? Like for me, I serve many niches, but in 2024, my focus will be on couple divorcing because that seems to be on the rise now. So that's going to be my new focus and new niche. So I'm doing my research on saying how many people they are, where they're located, what are their needs, etc. Okay. Number three, how do I help them now solve what's important to them? So let me look at what I have in my hand. I have a couple of things in my hand. I have a 90-day reinvention course, and I have a 60-day reinvention course. I have a resilience course. Now, I just got off teaching couples who are divorcing, and they're struggling with, who am I after I leave this relationship? Right? So if you've ever been through this, you'll know, who am I in my relationship? I've been married for 30 years, but who am I now that the children are gone, people are out of the house, I have new responsibilities? What am I looking at? Right? Who am I now that I'm single? I have to recreate myself for me, not for anybody else, but just for me, for Vaughan. Okay? So how do I help them solve that problem? And then what does my solution help them to do better? How does my situation help them do better? So those are the four things I would like you to focus on. So based on that, you then put your message in to address those issues. Sometimes it's good to run a focus group. Like I'm going to be doing that next year. For your new market niche, run a focus group. So you get from them, not what you think they need, but let them tell you what they need. And then you create a program around their needs. Because chances are, if one person needs it, the collective may need it as well. So that's a good way to go. Another thing to really begin to look at is how much are you going to charge for your amazing knowledge that you have? Again, figure out and do the math. I would like to make $100,000 next year. Every month, what do I need to bring in to do that? So you want to start with the end in mind and work backwards. How many people do I need to approach? How often do I need to approach them? Dr. Pat is a master at social media marketing. You all know that it's her gift and that's who she is, right? At the end of the day, right? How much do we want to get? So in closing, that's what I help people with. I help people to reinvent themselves and to be resilient for the long haul. And how I do it is in my messaging, right? And being very, very clear on who I want to help and how they want to be helped, not how I want to help them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Joy. Oh, that was incredible. And I love the step 1, 2, 3, 4. I love it when you broke it down for us. Does anyone have any questions for Dr. Joy? Any questions?
I do have a question.
Yes.
Good morning. Thank you, Dr. Joy. When you talk about focus groups, how would you recommend we go about that? How can we put together a focus group?
Clear on, okay, you put it out there. On LinkedIn, I am running a focus group and I'm looking for X amount of people to participate. The cost is X. Who's in?
So it will be a cost program. It wouldn't be for free.
You can do it for free if you're going to upsell them to your program.
I see.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So remember, you're layering. Okay? You're layering. So in the focus group, or you can have it as you deliver such great content in that focus group, and then you get your testimonials from that focus group. And then you can upsell them to what's next. So in your planning for 2024, plan for 3 or 4 different things that you're going to offer. But right now, the shift is to education. So you're going to educate them on something and then leave them in a better place, which we all know do as coaches. But it's just the focus is a little bit more focused and laser right now coming into 2024.
Thank you.
Oh, awesome idea, Dr. Joy. And you made it so clear. Thank you very much. Any other questions before we move on to our next speaker?